So anyway, I wish I had more information, but apparently you're kind of homesick, which, that's kind of sad. It says right here that your favorite song of mine is called End the Animal Holocaust.
There's nothing that infuriates me more than when people burn the American flag. I'm sorry. Especially.
Well, as a Canadian living in Italy, I'm thinking that if they do it while they're wearing a tofu necklace, well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Veganism is not a diet at all. It is a social justice movement against the exploitation and utilization of innocent animals. I hope you feel happy where you are. I'm gonna give you a big hug, okay? You ready? And give you, let me take this elastic off. Oh, do I have to take off my fork? You know what this fork is for, right? This fork means that I won't sit at the table with anybody who is eating animals.
The infamous celebrity chef known as Gordon Ramsay was recently diagnosed with skin cancer. Now, he's already gotten that affected part of his skin removed and should be recovering and doing just fine in no time.
Gordon Ramsay reveals he underwent skin cancer surgery while also sending a warning to his fans.
Yeah, this is raw.
The chef sharing a raw look at his post-op stitches on the side of his neck, thanking doctors for their quick work removing the basal cell carcinoma, telling fans, please don't forget your sunscreen this weekend.
Very helpful, really helpful.
Gordon also keeping things light, adding, promise you, it's not a facelift, I would need a refund.
Head chefs are difficult, dainty, delicate little...
Of course, your favorite asshole vegan grandmother had something distasteful to say about it, which we'll get to in a moment. In addition to this, we came across one of her Cameo videos that she posted on TikTok. For those who don't know what Cameo is, it's a website where you can request for celebrities or well-known people to send you a quick little video message with a prompt that you provide them. Usually people do it for like birthday gifts. I did it for a birthday gift for one of my relatives. Some of you might recognize No Neck Ed. Well, he was the Cameo. Trust me, this relative very much enjoyed their Cameo. Anyway, that's what the Cameo service is for, and that vegan teacher is actually on there. So yeah, if you want to spend a couple dollars to have vegan teacher send you a personal message based off of your prompt, I mean, feel free to do so. That's what it's there for. However, she was responding to one that I'm convinced was absolutely trolling her. I don't know if you guys will think the same thing, but she doesn't go over the entire prompt. I feel like for the most part, she probably ignores pieces of the prompt if she doesn't like them enough. I bet you, like, if you sent her one, like, absolutely trolling, saying, like, hey, I want you to say that you love meat and, like, eat a cheeseburger or something, she'd absolutely ignore that, obviously. But honestly, it was something I considered doing a while ago, just to see what she would say to me. But then I didn't have to do it because she's personally addressed me many times now. So that would have just been a waste of money. Anyway, there's this coupled with a couple of other things that we'll be talking about. Granny Bibbins makes another appearance, which is hilarious. Let's just get into it.
Hello, I'm Miss Katie, that vegan teacher, and I just got booked here on cameo.com/thatveganteacher by your twin sister. Now here's the problem. According to the message that I got, I've been searching and searching and I can't find your name. So I asked your twin sister to hurry up and tell me what your name is, because of course it's not kind of fun for me if I don't know if your name is like Beth or Susie. I don't know, it could be Tia or Kimberly or Alexandra. I have no idea, you know? But anyway, I hear you're 12 years old and you're away at boarding school, and I don't really understand what you're doing there exactly. I mean, honestly, I just wish I had more information. Like, if your twin sister is 12 years old and you're at boarding school, like, what are you doing that's different from her? Like, aren't twins usually like doing stuff together? So anyway, I wish I had more information, but apparently you're kind of homesick, which, that's kind of sad. It says right here that your favorite song of mine is called End the Animal Holocaust.
Your favorite song by you is End the Animal Holocaust, huh? Okay. So right now, there's already like 3 clues that they might be trolling. I mean, that's number 1, right? Their favorite song is End the Animal Holocaust by Vegan Teacher. That sounds like a troll move if I've ever heard one. Secondly, they're talking about their sister or whatever being in boarding school when they're not, and they're twins, so they're, same age. It would be kind of odd for their parents to send one to boarding school and not the other. Granted, it's something that could happen. It is something that could happen. And the third one is, they didn't say what their sister's name was. That's really strange. Because if you want this person to address you, or your sister, whoever, you would typically want them to know your name, right? And also there's like a 4th bonus one. And that's the fact that what 12-year-old supports vegan teacher? Like, that is extremely unlikely. There's no way there's 12-year-olds. I mean, I guess there probably are. I've actually seen some younger kids support vegan teacher. That is a real thing. But it is exceedingly rare. Let's put it that way. I don't know what the fuck a 12-year-old has to do with watching vegan teacher videos. They absolutely should not be watching her, considering the grotesque, disgusting, and outright predatory things that she says on her channels. I can't recommend against it enough. But let's see how this progresses, shall we?
And apparently I'm supposed to try to sing it, but like honestly, I can't do that. It's a 1-minute song, but you can go and listen to it on Spotify. Like I could try to sing it, but it's kind of sad. And also it has all these instruments in it, you know? But I really appreciate that you like it because yeah, that is the goal, isn't it? That we're trying to end the animal holocaust. Also, I heard that you are really loved, and I'm supposed to pass this message on to you that you are really loved and everybody's really proud of you. And everybody's also telling me that they are sure that you are going to be making friends there at your school, and I'm sure you will too. And if you want to know the truth, I'm a bit envious because I always thought that boarding school looked like so much fun. Like just to be able to go away and just hang out with all kids your age. It's like almost having like a sleepover every single night. Anyway, I hope you feel happy where you are. I'm going to give you a big hug, okay? You ready? And give you, let me take this elastic off. Oh, do I have to take off my fork? You know what this fork is for, right? This fork means that I won't sit at the table with anybody who is eating animals. But it doesn't come off that easily, you know? Oh, wait, maybe I can. Oh, God, it's going to hurt. Okay, look, I'm going to give you a hug. I'll put it way up here, all right? So I'll give you a hug to wish you lots of luck and lots of joy as your way at boarding school. Okay, you ready? Do you want it? Like, I'm going to assume that you want it. Anyways, if you don't want it, like if you don't consent to this hug, then that's totally fine. But just like turn the video off right now because here comes a hug. Here comes a hug for Sophie's twin sister, whose name I don't know. Thanks for booking me on Cameo.com. Let me know if you need another video.
You keep those crusty, bony witch arms and fingers away from that 12-year-old child, okay? Listen, there's no evidence that that vegan teacher is any more than just a psychotic lunatic on the internet, and there's a lot of evidence to support that claim. But there is no evidence to suggest that she is actually a predator or a PDF file or anything of the sort. She has said some extremely insensitive things towards minors, however. I mean, there's the thing with the baby, which I'm not going to show it again here. There's a thing that she said to Tommy Innit about his fruits and his vegetables when he was underage. The list goes on, honestly. There's more than just this. But let me ask you something. If you're a parent or if you are somebody that takes care of young children or is around young children, would you trust those same children in the presence of that vegan teacher? I want you to answer that question because I think that's all we need to know. But let me just say, she's also talked about many times of like adopting kids, like basically stealing them from their parents, saying, oh, come live with me so you can be vegan. She said that to like children before. Now, I don't think she meant it seriously, but she has said that. And a young child might think she meant it. And if they're crazy enough, might try to find a way. I hope not. That would be awful. But let's be real for a moment. Vegan teacher is horrible for children. Vegan teacher content should not be consumed by young children, especially around the age of 12. She is absolutely rotting and plaguing their brains. She is ruining these kids. But for some reason, there's some amount of them that are just drawn to her content and consume it on a daily basis. And I'll never understand why. It's one of the most confuddling things I've come across on the internet here. But anyway, I do think that this is likely a troll just because there are definitely some red flags. And people, I know, you might be thinking, if this is a troll, it's not a very good one. And I would agree. There are definitely better ways to troll. I mean, there's way more clever things that could have been prompted, but that wasn't done here. And honestly, if they were trolling a little too hard, chances are a vegan teacher would have just ignored the prompt entirely. So we get what we get, right? But anyway, let's go on to her talking about Gordon Ramsay after his skin cancer diagnosis. She doesn't say much, but what she does say is enough.
Uh-huh. Let's go. Let's go vegan, let's go vegan. Oh, oh, oh. Not your mother, not your milk. No, no, no. Let's go vegan, let's go vegan. Oh, oh, oh. Not your...
Okay, before we talk about this horrible comment she made about Gordon Ramsay, I have to just say, why the fuck is this giving that goth kid song from South Park at the talent show?
No, 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 no. I'm not gonna be in the talent show. Oh, no, 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 no.
I mean, if you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If you don't, you don't, but that's fine. Anyway, about Gordon Ramsay here. Obviously, every time a big public figure, celebrity, has some sort of unfortunate circumstance come their way, whether it's cancer or the Pope dying, whatever it is, vegan teacher always gets on here, does a little dance, or she makes fun of them, or like she said the Pope was going to hell and she was happy that he died. Like, it's disgusting. And you gotta remember, 12-year-olds are watching this bitch. Like, it is baffling to me. Like, I can understand this, like, oh, I don't like people because they're not vegan, but then wishing harm on them or celebrating when they die or celebrating when they get a horrible disease like cancer is unbelievably immature, pathetic, and disgraceful. How are you a 60-year-old mature adult woman and you act like a fucking child, like a second grader, like a little temper tantrum throwing kindergartner when you don't get your way or when somebody you don't like doesn't listen to you? I hate to say this, vegan teacher, but if you find yourself terminally ill, there's a lot of people who are going to be happy about it. And as sad as that is, and that's not something that I think is a good thing, I'm just pointing it out as reality. The truth is, 98.7% of the people, bullshit statistic that I made up, but that amount of people that watch you fucking can't stand you. And many of them are waiting for the day that you post a TikTok while on life support. Now, again, I'm not condoning that sort of horrible thinking. I don't agree with that kind of shit. I'm just pointing out that there literally are, I've seen them in my comments, there are people that are waiting for that day, and it's gonna put a massive smile on their face. I know, that's fucking sad, but welcome to reality, bitch.
There's nothing that infuriates me more than when people burn the American flag. I'm sorry. Especially...
Well, as a Canadian living in Italy, I'm thinking that if they do it while they're wearing a tofu necklace, well, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Okay, so now we're just encouraging illegally defiling the American flag. Let me guess, is it because not enough Americans are vegan for you? Right, I know, because the United States, among many first world countries, is among the least vegan, actually, believe it or not. So I imagine that probably just infuriates her to the core. So she's totally fine with people burning American flags if they're vegan. I think that's why she's saying if they have a tofu necklace, she's implying if they're vegan, I guess. Especially since the United States is so influential on the world in many different political avenues. And the truth is, the problem of quote-unquote veganism at the level that they want to see change would be a political one, right? It would be influence of defunding like slaughterhouses, shutting down businesses that sell meat, or farms and industrial things, etc., which does come back to like politics and stuff. So I think that's what she's getting at. And obviously this is extremely distasteful as well. Encouraging people to burn American flags, terrible thing to do. Never thought I'd see the day. Lastly, we have a word from our favorite non-vegan grandmother known as Granny Bibbins.
I've considered going on a vegan diet,
But then you realize that veganism is not a diet at all. It is a social justice movement against the exploitation and utilization of innocent animals. And then you became an animal rights activist. Good job for you. High five, Granny.
She's so jealous of Granny Bibbins because she knows people actually like her. There's a stark contrast to how people feel about Granny Bibbins and how they feel about that vegan teacher. Now let's talk about this again. She's saying for the millionth time that veganism is not a diet at all. First off, she didn't say veganism was a diet. She just said a vegan diet, which is a term that you vegans use all the fucking time. This is ridiculous. I've literally heard so many vegans say, you can be vegan, go on a vegan diet. But then when a non-vegan uses the term vegan diet, even though Granny Bibbins used it appropriately, she said going on a vegan diet, it's always like, nope, you're wrong. Veganism isn't a diet. Nobody fucking said it was. They were just talking about the diet that is attached to veganism. When you say stupid shit like this, vegan teacher, Tosh Peterson, Vegan Gains, all of you assholes, when you say dumb shit like this, what it sounds like to most people is that veganism, in fact, has nothing to do with the diet, which means, therefore, you can eat meat and be vegan. You are enabling people to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm vegan now, even though I still eat burgers from cows. Like, that's what that sounds like, you dumbass. Like, you can't say it has nothing to do with the diet. Diet's completely irrelevant when you have to be on a vegan diet to be vegan. Like, it doesn't make sense. You guys just sound fucking stupid. But hey, I just want to share something awesome with you guys. Now, I know some of you watching this are in fact vegan, and so this might not be good news for you necessarily, but veganism has kind of run its course. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna make a video eventually talking about the death of veganism, but it is meeting its end. I mean, just to give you an example, Portland, Oregon, the most vegan city in the United States, is actually seeing vegan restaurants being closed because they're not getting enough business. And the reason why I use that as an example, because this is happening all over the country, but the fact that it's happening in the most vegan city in the country is baffling. That tells you a lot about the decline of veganism. And I'll explore all the details of that, you know, what is causing this, etc., in a whole dedicated video. So if you're interested in that, please make sure you're subscribed and please be on the lookout for that video. Could really use some support for it. It's definitely going to be one of those more like high effort kind of videos. So would really appreciate if you guys do watch it. It should eventually have a title, probably something similar to like the death of veganism. It'll be pretty obvious when it pops up. So just make sure you watch it when you do see it. But anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe button.